Hey friends, my name is Sarah and welcome to this video. Today's class is going to be an energizing Vinyasa sequence that's going to be focusing on our hip space. You won't need any props unless you have a preference for it. So when you're ready, get your space set up and we will begin. So we'll begin our practice in a nice comfortable seat. So choose to either sit down cross-legged or sit onto your heels or onto any of your props. When you arrive, if you feel comfortable to do so, just take a moment to close the eyes down. Otherwise, just keep your eye gaze nice and soft. We'll just spend some time coming into our body and into our breath before we come into our movement for our practice today. So as you arrive and you settle in, see if you can just begin to roll your shoulders down and back. Relax your face, relax your jaw, releasing tension from these areas. Feel the energy of your pelvic floor ground down towards the earth, and then feel a nice strong line of energy pull all the way up towards the crown of your head. As you continue to settle in, just take some time now just to bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the gentle ebb and flow of the breath as it draws in through your body and then slowly releases out through your body. In this moment, there's no need to control the breath. We just want to simply focus on witnessing and noticing the experience of our body. Use your breath as your focal point or your dristi to keep you anchored in this present moment. Now, as you remain connected to the breath, we're going to start to deepen the breath just a little bit, moving into a few rounds of our deep belly breathing. So as you take your next inhale, begin to draw the breath slowly in through the nose. Feel your low belly expand. Pull the breath up towards the midsection and then all the way up towards your collarbones. And then as you exhale, feel the release of the collarbones, the midsection, and then the low belly. Inhale, expand the low belly, midsection, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, midsection, low belly. Inhale, low belly, midsection, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, midsection, low belly. Last round, inhale, low belly, midsection, collarbones. Exhale, collarbones, midsection, low belly. As you get to the end of your exhale, squeeze all of the breath out and just take a moment just to hold. Feel a slight contraction of the body. Relax the face, relax the jaw. Slow, deep breath in, feel the low belly expand. Pull the breath all the way up towards the collarbones. Hold the breath, relax your face, relax your jaw. And then take a big cleansing breath out. Just come back to feeling the energy of your body. And just really tune into any subtle sensations that you notice after moving through those few rounds of breath. Now, before you open your eyes, if you feel called to connect to an intention to your practice today, I'd like you to spend just a couple of moments now just getting really clear on what that is. So why is it that you show up on the mat? Why do you choose to move? Why do you choose to breathe? Why do you choose to really connect to yourself on the mat? Whatever your why is, form it within the mind. Allow that to be the guiding force of your practice today. And just know that the real yoga occurs when we're not only on our mats, but everything that we learn on the mat that we can cultivate in our everyday life. So with that said, begin to take a slow, deep breath in. And then a full breath out. You can start to gently open your eyes and just come back into the room. So from here, we'll start to bring a little bit of movement into our body now. So to begin, I want you to bring your fingertips behind you. You're going to bring the soles of your feet down onto the floor with your knees bent and feet a little bit wider than hip distance. We're just going to start a gentle flossing into the hips by dropping the knees down to one side. Nice and slowly coming through center, taking it to the other side, and just taking a nice steady pace as we move side to side. Take your last round, come back through center, we'll build on. This time your arms will come up, same concept, dropping the knees down to one side. See if you can really lift the chest and the crown of your head up as you drop your knees down, and then come back through center, take it to the other side. Once again, just a few rounds like this, nice steady pace. If you shimmy off your mat, that's okay, don't worry so much about that. Take your last round, come back through center, readjust yourself if you need to, and then we'll build on. So this time as you drop the knees down, just bring your fingertips to frame the front leg. You'll bend your elbows and you'll lower your chest towards the knee. As you inhale, draw your legs up, draw your arms up, sweep your knees to the other side, fingertips come down, bending the elbows, lowering the chest. We're going to take a few rounds like this. Once again, just moving at that pace that feels comfortable for your body. Maybe you choose to move a little faster, maybe you choose to move a little slower. Just really checking in with yourself. Take your last round, and then nice and slow, come back through center. From here, we'll make our way now to our tabletop, so hands and knees. And we'll just take a few rounds of our cat and cow. So hands are stacked underneath the shoulders. As you take your next breath, sink the belly down, arc your heart and your eye gaze forward. As you begin to exhale, starting at the tailbone, slowly curling, rounding the spine, nice and slowly, chin to chest, puffing the back of your heart up. Slowly ride the breath to sink the belly down, pull your heart forward. Exhale, begin to tuck the tailbone, find a slight rounding of the spine, puffing the back of your heart up. Once again, take a few rounds, moving at your own pace, coming into your own breath. If you want to add a little bit of swaying to the hips, a bit more organic movement, then feel free. As we still work to open up, just really tune in once again to whatever feels good for your body. Now when you're ready, nice and slow, let's come back to a neutral tabletop, and then from here we'll move towards our first downward facing dog. So hands come forward, ground them down into the mat, begin to tuck your toes, elevate your hips up towards the ceiling. If you need to pedal through your feet, feel free, drawing one heel up and then the other. Make sure that there's no curve through the spine, so if you find yourself rounding forward, bring a little bend to your knees, push your chest back towards your big toes. Your hands ground down and forward, but they also magnetize in towards your midline. You want to feel your ears and then see if you can place them either side of your triceps. And then feel the energy from the crown of your head magnetize to the space between your thumbs on top of the mat. And then take some time to come back into the breath. Really lengthening out in all directions. So we'll start to add a little bit more heat now into the body, coming into a few spinal waves. So as you take your next inhale, rise high into the balls of your feet. Feel energy charge up towards your pelvic floor. Begin to slowly curl the back of your heart forward, keep your chin tucked, shift your weight forward, come into a high plank. Shoulders stack over the wrist, charge your legs, draw your heels back, broaden the back of your heart. Nice, steady, even breath. And then exhale, bend the knees, glide all the way back towards your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and then a slow breath out. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, wave nice and high to the balls of the feet. Slowly wave the back of your heart forward, come forward into a high plank. Charge through the legs, reach the heels back, broaden the back of your heart. Exhale, glide back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last one, inhale, rise high into the balls of the feet. Wave the back of your heart forward. Keep your chin tucked, puff the back of your heart up. Find your high plank, push the back of your heart up. Draw the heels back, nice, steady, even breath. Exhale, glide back. Take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. From here, shift your eye gaze forward, and you can step or hop forward towards your forward fold. Drop the crown of your head, find length through the spine. Maybe grab onto the elbows for a ragdoll if you'd like to sway from side to side. That might feel nice for your body. Keep a little micro bend at the knees. As you take your next inhale, slowly ride the breath to rise. Crown of the head reaches up, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. As you arrive, take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And then a slow, deep breath out. So we're going to start at the top of the mat, coming into our first little warm-up sequence. So find your stance, either feet together or hip distance, whatever feels best and most supportive in your body. Little bend at the knees. Take your inhale as you rise your arms up. Interlace your fingers and then bring your hands onto the back of your head. Draw your elbows back, find a nice straight spine, and then slowly hinge at your hips, come forward, find a flat back. As you arrive, keep the knees bent, keep pulling the elbows up. As you inhale, slowly begin to rise. Keep your eye gaze focused, breath nice and steady. Draw your right knee in towards your chest. Then slow motion, step the right foot all the way towards the back of your mat. Keep the arms, give a generous bend to the back knee, draw the crown of your head up. As you take your next breath, lean your chest forward, straighten your back leg. Slowly rebend the back knee, straighten the spine up. Lean the chest forward, straighten the back leg. Rebend the back knee, straighten the spine up. Lean the chest forward, straighten the back leg. Keep the elbows pulling up. Rebend the back knee, straighten the spine up. Then from here, lean your chest forward. Begin to float your right toes up into the air. Keep your elbows lifting up. Engage through the floating toes. Then slowly draw your right knee in towards your chest. Flex your right foot and then cross your foot above your left knee. Stay here, begin to bend into your standing leg as you draw your hips down. Draw the right knee down towards the mat. Slowly straighten the leg. Right foot connects to the left, feet are together. Bend the knees, sink your hips low, chair pose. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a slow, deep breath in, and then a slow, deep breath out. And then we'll move to the second side. Inhale, draw your arms up. Exhale, interlace the hands, bring the hands onto the back of the head. Little bend of the knees, hinge at the hips, come forward. Keep drawing the elbows up, tailbone pulls back, crown of the head pulls forward. Slowly ride the breath to rise. Eye gaze focus, left knee draws in towards the chest. Slowly hinge to step the left foot all the way back. Generous bend of the back knee, draw the crown of your head up. As you take your next breath, lean your chest forward, straighten your back leg. Rebend the knee, reach the crown of your head up. Lean the chest forward, straighten the back leg. Rebend the back knee, straighten the spine up. Lean your chest forward, straighten the back leg. Rebend the back knee, straighten the spine up. Lean your chest forward. This time, push off the back toes to come up to a variation of your warrior three. Engage through the floating toes, elbows reach up. Nice, steady, even breath. Slowly begin to rise, left knee in towards the chest. Flex your left foot, cross it over your right knee. Stay or bend into your standing leg. Left knee draws down. Nice, steady, even breath. Slowly straighten up. Left foot comes down onto the mat. Feet are together. Bend the knees, sink the hips low, chair pose. And then slowly begin to rise. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a big breath in, and then a slow breath out. Take a moment just to come into the energy of your body. And then we're going to move on to our sequence once more on each side. So when you're ready, take an inhale, draw your arms up. Bring your hands behind the head. Hinge at the hips, come forward into a flat back. Keep the elbows drawing in, low belly pulls in. Slowly begin to rise, right knee in towards the chest. Slowly step all the way towards the back of your mat. Generous bend of the back knee, crown of the head reaches up. Slowly lean your weight forward. Exhale, come back, bend the back knee. Inhale, lean the weight forward, straighten the back leg. Exhale, rebend the back knee, straighten the spine. Inhale, lean the weight forward, straighten the back leg. Exhale, rebend the back knee, straighten the spine. This time, lean your weight forward, push off the back toes, float the back toes up, elbows draw up. Slowly draw the right knee in towards your chest. Flex the right foot, cross it over the left knee. Stay or sink down towards your standing pigeon, right knee draws down. Nice, steady, even breath. Slowly, slowly rise, right foot comes down into the mat, feet together. Sink down towards your chair pose. Inhale, straighten your legs, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, draw the arms up. Interlace the hands, bring them onto the back of your head. Hinge at the hips, come forward. Find your flat back. Slowly begin to rise. Left knee draws in towards the chest. Slowly step towards the back of your mat. Generous bend of the back knee, crown of the head reaches up. Take your next breath, lean your chest forward, straighten your back leg. Rebend the back knee, straighten the spine. Lean forward, straighten up. Lean forward, and then straighten up. Lean forward, push off the back toes, find your warrior three, lift the elbows up, engage through the floating toe. Slowly draw the left knee in towards your chest. Then flex your left foot and cross it over your standing leg. Sink your hips low, find your standing pigeon. Slowly begin to rise. Left foot comes down. Bend the knees, sink down towards your chair pose. Inhale to rise, straighten the legs, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a slow, deep breath in, and then a slow, deep breath out. And then from here, as you take your next inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, come all the way down now towards a forward fold. Drop the crown of your head. Inhale, hands onto shins, reach the crown of your head forward, draw your tailbone back, and then exhale to fold. We're going to plant our hands now, step back towards a downward facing dog. As you arrive in your down dog, you might choose to stay here. If you would like to take a child's pose, that's an option for you. Otherwise, together we'll move through our Vinyasa flow. Choose your option. Come forward towards a high plank. Maybe lower the knees, maybe take your full expression, lower all the way down towards your chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, we'll meet back towards our downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. Take a moment really to come into the body. Nice, steady, even breath. Then from here, rise high into the balls of your feet. Draw energy up towards your pelvic floor. Begin to wave the back of your heart forward. Come into your high plank. Draw the heels back, broaden the back of your heart. Charge through the legs. Either bring the knees down or take your full expression, lower all the way through your chaturanga. We're all going to arrive down into the belly. When you arrive, untuck your toes, wrap your elbows in, and then inhale up towards a low cobra. And then exhale to release. As you take your next inhale, lift your hands off of the mat, squeeze your elbows in. As you take your next exhale, lift your feet, squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your feet. Inhale, peel the back body up, squeeze the elbows in, engage through the inner thighs. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, glide all the way back towards your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. As you take your next inhale, float your right leg high. Bend the knee, drop the foot over towards the left glute. Reach your right knee as high up towards the ceiling as you can. Hands ground down and forward, chest towards the left big toe. Stay or maybe rotate the knee in one direction. And then change the direction. Then from here, come high onto the ball of the left foot. Draw your right knee towards your right tricep. Inhale, glide back towards your three-legged down dog. Right knee to left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, push against the earth, round the back of your heart up as much as you can. Slowly glide back towards your three-legged dog. Come high onto the ball of the left foot. Step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Hands are underneath the shoulders. If you need to bring your hands onto your props, feel free. Otherwise, hands ground down, left heel pulls back. Reach the eye gaze and collarbones forward. Nice, steady, even breath. Now from here, keep your left hand stacked underneath your left shoulder. You're going to walk your right foot to the long edge of your mat with your toes pointing to the right, and you're going to come onto the pinky edge of your left foot. Take your right arm up, find a modified side plank. Reach up through the right side body, engage through your fingertips. Stay or lower your left hip down, reach your arm towards your back foot. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. Reach your arm overhead, feel the length of your side body. Take your right arm back towards the ceiling, and then step your right foot to join your back foot, either feet stacked or staggered. Find a full side plank. Reach up through the fingertips, nice, steady, even breath. Then slowly bring your right hand down onto the mat, and then glide back towards your down dog. Slow, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Once again, choose to stay here, or if you would like to take your child's pose, feel free. Otherwise, move through your vinyasa flow. We'll just arrive back at our downward facing dog. So wherever you are, come back into your breath. Nice, slow, deep breath in. Nice, slow, deep breath out. If you're in your child's pose, just make your way back to your down dog. And then from our downward facing dog, we'll move through our second side. So when you're ready, inhale, draw energy up towards your pelvic floor, coming onto the balls of your feet. Wave the back of your heart forward, come into a high plank. Draw the heels back, charge through the legs, come into the breath. Lower the knees down onto the mat. If you want to take a chaturanga modified version, otherwise full expression all the way down into the mat. As you arrive, untuck your toes, firm through your thighs. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale to release. As you take your next inhale, lift your hands off of the mat, squeeze your elbows in. As you exhale, lift your feet. As you inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, lift your feet. As you inhale, squeeze your back body, lift everything up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes, glide back towards your down dog. Take a big breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, left leg floats high. Bend the knee, drop the foot. Reach your knee as high as you can up towards the ceiling. Chest pushes back towards the right big toe. Stay, or if you want to find a few circles with the knee, feel free. Moving in one direction. And then changing. Then come high onto the ball of the right foot. Draw your knee towards your left tricep. And then slowly glide back towards your three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, push against the earth, round the back of your heart up, and then slowly glide back, three-legged down dog. Come high onto the ball of the foot, start to step your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand at the top of the mat. Hands are underneath the shoulders, use your props if you need to, reach your right heel back. Really engage through the back thigh, eye gaze and collarbones forward. Make sure your right hand is stacked underneath your right shoulder. Pivot your left foot towards the middle edge of your mat. Come onto the pinky edge of the right foot. Left arm reaches up. Find your modified side plank. Stay here or sink your right hip towards the mat. Reach your arm towards the back of your mat. As you inhale, lift up, sweep your arm overhead. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. From here, stack your left foot on top of your right at the back of the mat or stagger your feet, choose your option. Lift your arm overhead, reach into your side body. Slowly bring the left arm back up towards the ceiling. Left hand comes down, glide back towards your down dog. Big breath in, and then a big breath out. Once again, stay here if you would like to move through your flow, choose your option. Take time to come back into the body, back into the breath. Now, as you take your next inhale, you're going to begin to float your right leg high into the air. Come high into the ball of the left foot. You're going to start to align your pigeon pose. So right knee behind the right wrist, the foot falls in front of the left thigh. Don't bring your leg down just yet. Resist the earth. Come into your breath. Then slowly lower down with control. Keep the left toes tucked. Use your hands to frame your front leg. As you take your next inhale, squeeze your knees to lift up. So really activate through the legs, pull out of your low back. As you exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. And then as you exhale, bring your forearms down onto the mat. Keep your toes tucked. This will help to keep your hips square, and then just take a few rounds of deep, steady breath. Notice any subtle or strong sensations moving through the body, and see if you can really anchor into your body by bringing your awareness into those spaces. As you take your next breath, just start to walk your hands back. You're going to lean to the right side and sweep your left leg, your back leg forward. From here, straighten your right leg. Left leg is on top, right leg is underneath, crossed at the ankle. Bring your fingertips behind you to support you. Bend the knees. Stay here if you want a little bit more, extend your arms. If you want a little bit more, lift your feet. If you want a little bit more, straighten your legs. Wherever you are, squeeze the legs together, pull up through the crown of your head and your heart, and then come into the breath. For 3, 2, keep lifting up. And then 1, release. Hands come down, and then step back towards your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. We'll move to our second side. Inhale, left leg floats high. Begin to shift your weight forward. You're going to align your pigeon pose on the left side. Don't bring the leg down just yet. Push against the earth, rebound the back of your heart up. Feel the intensity of your body and just come into your breath. Slowly lower the left leg down. Shift the right leg back. Keep the toes tucked to begin. Use your hands to frame your leg. As you inhale, squeeze your knees together to lift up. So pull out of your low back. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift up. And then as you exhale, come down, slowly walk your forearms forward. Keep your back toes tucked. That will help keep your hips square. And this time, just find a little bit more softness through the body. Take your next inhale, slowly walk your hands back. Lean to the left side so you can sweep the back leg forward. Straighten your left leg. So left leg is underneath, right leg is on top. Cross at the ankles, squeeze the legs in as much as you can. Bring your fingertips behind you to support you. Bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet. If this is good, stay here. If you want more, lift the arms. Want a little bit more, lift the feet. Want a little bit more, lift the legs. Wherever you are, pull up through your heart and the crown of your head. Squeeze the legs together and come into your breath. For 3, 2, and then 1. Release the feet, plant your hands. Step or jump back towards your down dog. Take a big breath in, and then a big breath out. Stay in your down dog, or if you would like to move through your last flow, take your chance now. Option is completely up to you. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Find the breath. See if you can really start to slow things right down. Then start to lower your knees down onto the mat for a count of 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, untuck your toes. Sit back onto your heels. Bring your hands onto your thighs and then close your eyes. So really see if you can begin to witness any sensation or fluctuations of the body just bubbling up to the surface. And then begin to take a slow, deep breath in. Expand the low belly, your midsection. Pull the breath all the way up towards your collarbones. Hold the breath, relax your face, relax your jaw. And then exhale to release. We'll do one more like that. Slow, deep breath in. Feel the low belly expand. Pull the breath all the way up towards your midsection, all the way up towards the collarbones. As you get to the top, take a sip of air. Really feel the chest up. And then hold, relax your face, relax your jaw. Bring your awareness to your third eye. And then open the mouth side to release. Just come back into your natural breath. And then when you're ready, slowly begin to open your eyes. Just slowly sweep your legs forward. Make your way down onto your sit bones. We'll come slowly down onto our back now. Bring the soles of the feet down, bend the knees, bring your hands onto your knees. As you take an inhale, pull on your knees, puff your heart up. As you exhale, chin to chest, roll yourself all the way down onto the mat. Find a little bit of control as you come down. Arms come wide, draw your knees in, and then give yourself a big squeeze. We're going to take a twist now. So if you have a preferred twist that you would like to take, feel free to take that option. Otherwise, just come into your supine twist, extending the right leg all the way down onto the mat. Just drawing your left knee side to side and then guiding it over to the right side of your mat as you come into your twist. See if you can really anchor down through both of your shoulders. If it's comfortable in your neck, maybe take your eye gaze in the opposite direction of your knee. And when you're ready, nice and slow, come back through center, draw both of the knees in. And then slowly begin to take your twist on the second side, flossing the right knee from side to side before you guide it down. Focus on opening through the chest, anchoring down through the shoulders, maybe taking your eye gaze away from the knee. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, come back through center. Give yourself a big squeeze once again. Maybe draw the forehead towards the knees. Find a little compression. And then nice and slow, extend the legs long, extend the arms long. Broaden through the back of your heart, release the legs, maybe roll the head from side to side. We come now down into our final place of rest. As you arrive, take a slow, deep breath in, and then a big, clear breath out. So if you would like to stay a little bit longer, feel free. Always tune into whatever it is that your body wants and needs. Just be mindful that this is your practice. So show up for yourself in whatever way feels the most supportive. Otherwise, if you're ready to move, just bring a little bit of movement back into the fingers and the toes. Reaching your arms overhead, full body stretch. And then slowly begin to rise, coming into a nice comfortable seat. So as you come into your seat, as always, if you feel comfortable to do so, I just ask that you take a moment to close your eyes down. Otherwise, just keep your eye gaze nice and soft. Place one hand onto your belly and then one hand onto your heart. Feel into the energy of your body. Notice how you feel after your practice. And we'll close our class off with the breath cycle. So full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. With that said, bringing your hands into prayer in front of your heart. You can slowly begin to open your eyes. Once again, thank you for being here, for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this class. As always, if you did, please be sure to leave me a comment, connect with me. I'd love to chat with you. Like the video, as it's a free and simple way that you can support me, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.